Well, the Krampus was strong in this one. So the season finale of The Mandalorian dropped in the middle of the night last night, and I have sat and watched it. And overall, I'd say I'm 95% satisfied with how things turned out. I guess Bo-Katan's killed off. Oh, by the way, totally spoilers. I don't believe in trying to hide spoilers. It's dumb and impossible on the internet and just causes a lot of frustration. And speaking as somebody who, like, you know, spent most of their life reading books that then get turned into movies, knowing what happens in the film should not spoil your ability to enjoy it. I mean, unless you're a little baby who can, like, forget that someone's behind their hand when you go peekaboo. I mean, there's not much reason to have to be that overly uptight about knowing a few plot twists to look forward to see how they did a good job or not at manifesting this thing that you're already aware of. So don't worry about spoilers when it comes to me, because I'm just going to say everything. Bo-Katan's dead, or maybe dead. They show her shot, but it's Star Wars, so maybe it'll be Robo-Katan in Season 3. But it looks like they're setting things up so that maybe Din Djarin gets to be the new king of Mandalore, since he's got the Darksaber, and if Bo-Katan did go down for good. Obviously, of course, the real spoiler for the season finale that people desperately want to talk about, but most of the mainstream YouTube channels are, you know, like non-spoiler discussion on their live streams today. John Campia. It's Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker is back. Grogu is sent off to go with Luke Skywalker at the end of the episode, so I guess season 3 of The Mandalorian is going to be Baby Yoda free. See how long the toys stick in the zeitgeist without him being featured, you know, regularly on an annual basis. But they can now sell us even newer Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi outfit action figures. In some ways, the CGI effect they used to de-age the Luke to make him look like Mark Hamill, it kind of looks more like an action figure based on Mark Hamill, more so than it looked like Mark Hamill. But, you know, you get what you get. They could have just recast it, but I guess that would have confused some people, and they have the technology. Apparently they don't have the ability to lip sync very well, though, because that was the main thing that kind of stood out about Luke Skywalker appearing, is that his words and his mouth didn't really seem to really quite match. But, you know, it is what it is. R2-D2 seemed a little stiff, too, but maybe this is the beginning of R2-D2's arthritic decline that we didn't see in the sequels. And speaking of the sequels, okay, so Grogu goes off with Luke, so I guess Grogu gets killed by Kylo Ren like 10, 15 years later, so yay, congratulations. The best part of the whole show is after the credits. Stick through the credits if you haven't watched it, and you get a tease for a Boba Fett series that we'd all speculated about and thought was going to be being made, and then wasn't announced at the investors' presentation last week or whenever that was. So, you know, I guess everyone just assumed that they weren't going to do Boba Fett, but apparently they left the surprise for it to be tacked on to the end of this episode. So, you know, hey, huzzah! Looks cool. I was kind of sad that he went ahead and shot the fat Bib Fortuna. Like, that could have been a fun recurring character that, you know, Bib Fortuna's back and he's all plump, trying to be like Jabba. But no, we'll see how that goes. I don't know, Luke Skywalker's back. I mean, big fucking deal. I guess that's our 2020 Star Wars Christmas. Grogu, our cute little wonderful baby Yoda, is destined to die in a fire at a Jedi Academy a decade or so after the events of this episode. So good on you, Disney. If y'all are smart, y'all might want to try to figure out some way to let the audience know that Grogu is not going to be in that fire, because that might end up, you know, growing into like a contagion of controversy over the next few months, and that's not what you guys want at all. You want the fans to feel satisfied with what you're doing. You know, the rumors that you know, Disney wants to try to somehow unwrite the sequel trilogy, like, that sounds tasty and delicious, but that it causes problems if they try to do that, because then, like, any movie could be unwritten. If so, it's kind of, you know, like the Supreme Court's chain of precedents. Who knows? This has been the Krampus with a Star Wars report. Hit like and subscribe, and go fuck yourself.